Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Make sure the stream is up and running. And pray my audio's good. Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. Keep talking into the mic. Oh my god, I talk so quietly. I talk so fucking quietly. I'm gonna need to... Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't want the music off. Testing, testing. I want the music to be heard. So much stream lag. Sorry, figuring out audio stuff live. I know that can be messy, but God, is the stream that far behind? Okay, yeah. I went from barely being able to hear my voice to barely being able to hear the music. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the balance here. I'm gonna keep sound effects low. We don't need sound effects too bad. Okay, right now it's about halfway. Is it the kind of thing where it won't update until I back out? So I have to guess a bunch. Oh my god, it is gonna be like that, isn't it? Alright, let's give it a second here. Okay. I need to flavor up what I'm saying a bit more until I figure this shit out. Okay. You know, we're just gonna run with it. Run with it and hope for the best. Well. What's up? It's ya guys, Sky. We're back at it with a dating sim, but not the one from last night. This time we are playing Henchman Story. It is yet another dating sim about dating supervillains. When I found Lovingly Evil, I'm sorry about the audio on that one. I'm sorry. I might record more of that eventually with hopefully better audio, because that was not good. But after Lovingly Evil, I got on a huge kick to try and find other supervillain dating games. It was pretty hard actually, but this one came up, and I've been sitting on this one for a while. This is the back burner one, yeah. So, instead of doing late night jives, I'm gonna do this one. The name of the game is I might actually go to school tomorrow, because I did test negative, so I am free of COVID, so I could go back to school. I'm still debating if I really want to or not, but in the event that I do, I should not do a late night stream, so that's why we're doing it now. And also why I'm not doing a whole fucking 3-hour stream, because that's what it would be with late night jives. There are 3 other endings. Each route took about an hour, or the one route I did took about an hour. And granted, it would probably not take as long as I'd be skipping through dialogue, but I'm thinking we do one run of Henchman story. It takes about an hour to do one run, and then I just call that. And then at a later date, I'll 100% these games. So, I don't know much about Henchman story other than you are a henchman and you're trying to date a supervillain. I don't think there's actually a lot of character options, but we'll see.
Yes! Another victory for the invincible Lord Bedlam!
I was not aware this was going to be like properly voice acted. I am very happy about that. My voice gets to rest. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I did not get any water or anything before starting this, so my voice gets to rest. Hell yeah.
Excellent work, my brothers and sisters. At long last, the first phase of my master plan is complete.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Now, gather the spoils of our conquest, so that we may return to our fortress post-haste.
So, you want all these pet supplies stacked in the truck?
Okay, yeah. Let me check the voice audio. Not mine, the game's. Okay, voice is going up immediately. Alright, and that saves if I do that? Saves if I do that, okay. One more time, let's...
Yes, stack the pet supplies in the truck.
Okay, give me a test here. Okay. We're gonna bring voice all the way up. Sorry, there's so much delay between the stream and what I'm doing live. So.
Okay, just double checking because there is a lot of dog food here, and I'm just not sure the resale value is worth the back strain, you know?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just sitting here in silence, letting things play through. Okay, yeah, that sounds a lot better on stream. Okay. There we go, perfect.
Oh, and do you care about organization? Like, should we sort it by animal, or...?
Just load the boxes!
Yeah, come on, we got places to be. Don't have time for organization, we'll deal with that later.
If you please, valued comrade.
Is it me?
Right.
Am I the valued comrade? Oh no, it's still Stan. You got this, Stan.
God damn it. Hey, Dave, can you help me with this?
Oh, sure thing, buddy. Try lifting with your legs. I hear that helps.
Thanks for the help, Dave.
I meant help me lift the box, dude.
Oh, gosh, no. I'm a squad supervisor. I'm supervising.
Squad supervisor or squat supervisor?
But I believe in you, Stan. You can do it.
Thanks.
Great work on that box, buddy. Way to go.
Are we Stan? Hold on. I'm
Hey,
gonna fucking
Dave.
kill you.
Do you think it's possible to kill a man with a chew toy?
I guess we are Stan? Interesting.
Never mind. Let's just give it a try.
Hey, fellas. Doing some late night shopping for Fido, huh? That's cute.
Who does she look like? Who does she look like? What's her name? What's her name? Nana Shimura from My Hero Academia. That's who she looks like.
What kind of mud is it? Looking at the two of you, I'd guess something like a Yorkie, maybe a teacup poodle. But that's way too much food for a dog that you could carry around in your purse.
Oh, he's a super Saint Bernard? So yeah, he's huge, massively big, eats a ton, shits are just, gargantuan. Are you a dog person? Let me guess. Frenchie? Corgi?
Pitbull. But seriously, step away from the truck and keep your hands off the kibble. This puppy chow heist is over.
Oh, gosh. Oh, this is going to ruin Lord Bedlam's whole plan. I've got to warn him.
You go do that, Dave.
His plan? What about my plan? Hey, get back here!
Thanks for your commitment to the team, buddy. You've got this.
Yeah, sure thing.
Oh, really? Why don't you show me exactly what you've got, pal?
Oh fuck, do I have to fight? You could try and be ballsy. It's okay. I'm undercover.
He's gone. We can talk now. Thank God you're here. My name's Magnum McLean, undercover superhero. I've been tracking these guys for months. Huge case, very sensitive.
Well, see, that's where you went wrong, Stan, because now that you've talked about it.
But wouldn't you know it, my cell phone died before I could call my team for backup. Some luck, huh? So listen, you stop them, and I'll go find a payphone so I can call this in, alright? Great. Go get him, champ.
Damn.
First of all, Magnum McLean? Really?
What, your parents didn't alliterate? I thought everyone alliterated.
Second, you're gonna find a phone? What is this, 1998? Come on.
My phone died.
Okay, good point. I'll just go to our secret headquarters and tell them in person. Be right back.
Nope, you're staying right here. But C+ for effort.
That's a passing grade.
Oh, come on. That was at least a B-. You're telling me I didn't have you for a second there? Really?
Not even for a fraction of one.
Damn.
So what's it gonna be, Sunshine? Are you gonna come quietly or not?
You know I'm not paid to take option A. Well, here goes nothing.
Yeah, let's be
Bet you
dodgy
won't see
about
this
it.
coming.
Well, when you yell it out loud. Yeah, no one's surprised. I'm liking this already, I gotta say. Very, we've got a very comedic thing going on, which feels kind of like the intention. But also, so far the dialogue has felt very organic, and I love that. I'm very big on dialogue, so. Nowadays, everyone wants to be a superhero. You see them posing gallantly on your newsfeed, and you think, sure, they're cool, but I bet I could be that cool too. I'll just do some sit-ups, start drinking diet soda, and add a little extra radiation to my coffee. Done deal. The thing is, Not to crush your dreams or anything, but most people really can't. Even if you catch that 1 in a million break and land some superpowers instead of cancer, it's a long shot at best. And if you're some powerless schlub like the rest of us, no chance. Do a billion sit-ups, change your diet, whatever. When a bug hits a windshield, it doesn't matter if the bug's been hitting the gym. It's gonna splat all the same. Trust me, I know better than anyone. This is me. Not the big muscly dude. That's Captain Commander. Or was it Captain... whatever. One of the captains. To do replace phone again, buy ice packs, find a Webflix password, Steve's XX Ronin 420XX. Anyway, see the guy flying off the page there in the purple? That's me. My name is Stan, and I'm a henchman. Captain whatever wasn't the first person to punch me in the face, and he probably won't be the last. At least this time I got a free 6-pack out of the deal. When the guy saw I made the cover of Hero Weekly. Hard to drink with a broken jaw, but you know, it's the thought that counts. That guy in the creepy looking mask is my boss, Lord Bedlam. No one's really sure what he's the lord of exactly, but he's usually polite and he pays us, so we don't ask. Supervillains don't always socialize with their henchmen, but Lord Bedlam likes to every once in a while. Says that because we're a smaller operation, we have a family mentality. Not sure I'd go that far. Being a small-time supervillain outfit means that we steal from pet supply warehouses, and that if some animal-themed boomerang breaks your elbow, you have to wash the blood out from your uniform yourself. It does not mean that my coworkers are my brothers and sisters. I don't care how many times Lord Bedlam says it. Mostly, I think he just wants to show up for game night and pretend it's not weird. It doesn't help that the mask kind of gives him an unfair advantage at poker. Not that anyone's ever had the guts to bring it up. Honestly, though, it could be worse. We've got our food, 4 walls, salaries, and healthcare. I mean, not good healthcare, but you take what you can get when you get your ass kicked for a living. After spending a few years drowning in debt, a job like this seemed pretty damn appealing. You know, moral quandaries aside. Also the frequent pain. Like I said though, not every day ends in a superpowered beatdown. Most of the time, my life is pretty normal. Well, from a certain perspective. Issue 1, clock in, clock out. This is my room. It's a little cozy, but it's as nice as anything I had in college. Plus, I get it all to myself. Lord Bedlam did some research, and I guess henchmen that live in private quarters perform 15% better than headmen that live in the barracks. He's all about that psychological stuff.
Ah, man.
I guess private bathrooms don't affect performance or something, because we don't get those. So after I wake up, I grab my towel and toiletries and head to the locker room. The locker room isn't bad. I mean, it definitely smells a little funky, though part of that is my fault. I did get tossed into a garbage can a few weeks ago after all. What do these see? What do these posters say? Save the theft for the job. Respect fellow henchman's property. Body odor isn't a superpower. Shower. And then... okay, this might fuck with the... oh, fuck. Yeah, I know. I fucked it up. I tried to enlarge the window to look at the posters better, but I was not able to look at the posters better. Instead, it just continued to be blurry. see. Healthier teeth get... Oh, I want to say... brushed. Whatever, just brush your teeth. That's the bottom line of that one. And then what's the one in the mirror? Something, fucking wash your hands. Okay. Also, sometimes the hot water in the showers cuts out for a second, so you end up yelping like a small dog and hopping around naked. That's super fun. Anyway, the line for the showers is always pretty long, so I start by heading for the sinks to brush my teeth.
Morning, Stan! You're looking chipper as usual.
Hi, Dave. I already don't like this guy, just from the intro. Please tell me this is in a sarcastic tone, because that's my vibe right now.
What can I say, Dave? You brighten my day. And everything within a 200-foot radius.
Yeah.
Well, gee, buddy, you know me. Just trying to make the world a better place, one smile at a time.
You have fun with that.
I must have missed that in our mission statement.
I never discovered how someone as disgustingly cheerful as Dave ended up being a henchman for Lord Bedlam. I'm not sure any explanation would suffice, honestly. He's just this smiling, corn-fed, small-town doofus who happens to work for a supervillain. Go figure. Whatever his deal is, I'm stuck with him since he's my supervisor, which, as far as I can tell, means that his job is just to kind of exist, but with more enthusiasm.
So, pop quiz for you, buddy. What's your assignment for the day?
Well, we don't have an operation, and today is Tuesday, so that means I'm guarding a door.
Correct! You're assigned to guard the classified Level 4 research chamber. I'm glad that I could count on an experienced guy like you for something so important.
I can't with this guy. I can't.
Well, I've guarded it every Tuesday for years, so yeah, I guess you could call me experienced. I'm a regular veteran of standing next to a door.
Oh boy, I sure hope
Not
no one
just
breaks
any door,
in.
a Level 4 door, and Lord Bedlam has entrusted its protection to our team. It's a big responsibility. By keeping that door safe, Bedlam's plan safe, and Lord Bedlam's plans are going to help all of us. Doesn't it feel great, you know, to be a part of something bigger than yourself?
Most of the time, henchmen fall into one of two categories. Either they think of it as a job, like me, or they've genuinely bought into their supervillain's cause or cult of personality. Dave is definitely the latter. I'm almost certain he has a Lord Bedlam tattoo somewhere. Like, I don't mean some wrist or ankle thing, I'm talking lower back.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, can't do such an important job smelling like this, so I'm gonna go take a shower. See you after assembly.
Looking forward to it, buddy.
After showering, shaving, and putting on my snazzy purple uniform, I head to the main hall for morning assembly, where we're all addressed by Lord Bedlam in person. The hall itself is pretty massive. Of course, it has to be since it doubles as our hangar, as anyone could tell by the grounded jet helicopter hybrids that sit parked on the hall's east side. It's definitely more than enough room to fit all of us comfortably. After all, we only number about 200 or so, which is a lot less than some of the bigger supervillain outfits. At the far end of the hall, there's a small stage with a podium set up. A massive screen with a live feed of the stage sits above it, along with a full lighting rig like you'd see at a concert. There's also some kind of ominous computer, but I've only ever seen it used for DJing at company functions.
Good morning, my loyal compatriots.
Good morning, sir. Mercifully, Lord Bedlam's arrival distracts me from memories of Dave dancing to folk synth fusion music at last year's Christmas party. Not that the supervillain's ascent from beneath the stage is any more graceful. I don't know why he insists on making an entrance like this. In a world with superpowers, a stage elevator just isn't that impressive. Maybe he just gets a kick out of it? I don't know. Some of the guys eat it up.
Oh yeah! You're the greatest, Lord Bedlam!
Does he really react like that every morning, you ask? Yes. Yes, he does.
Thank you, thank you. I love the enthusiasm.
I love you, Lord Bedlam!
Alright, maybe just a little bit less enthusiasm. Teeny bit.
Sorry, Lord Bedlam.
Yes, well. Moving on. Today is a normal Tuesday, so you should all know your daily assignments. If you've somehow forgotten, consult the laminated schedule you received at the beginning of the quarter. If you lost your schedule, see Sam Leonhardt in HR and she'll make a new one for you. But the printing fee will come out of your paycheck, just so you know. I mean, they're laminated after all. That's not free. We do have some injury updates for you today. First, the good news. It looks like John Kess will walk again after that encounter with Muscle Master. I know we were all pulling for him. The bad news, Mace apparently has no idea who he is following his 7 concussion at the hands of the Shrouded Avenger, so he will not be returning to work. His family has received a fruit basket. For some lighter fare, we do have a birthday today. Congratulations to the Bacon Bruiser, who joined us in June after that unfortunate waffle iron incident forced the Breakfast Bandit into retirement. There will be some mini cupcakes in the East Break Room to celebrate. Please feel free to treat yourself to one between shifts. And it looks like that wraps up our morning announcements. So let's go out there and work together to make this a great day. And remember, the secret cabals, juntas, and unfairly moderated LARPing message boards that manipulate our society must all be destroyed! They will pay for their crimes in blood! And when my master plan comes to fruition, we shall be the ones to exact the toll! Then we shall rip out the diseased heart of modern society and replace it with a newer, better heart of our own making! A heart that actually enforces the rules about period-appropriate clothing and has no limits on caps lock usage! So says the invincible Lord Bedlam!
Sorry, I almost choked laughing. That was... This is definitely meant to be more of a comedy game rather than like some genuine romance game, and I am fine with that. We are grooving. We are chilling. Woo.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Go get 'em.
Yeah, let's go kill all those roleplay Discord moderators or whatever it was. Yeah, I won't dance around it. Amiable or not, Lord Bedlam is still definitely a supervillain, and what we do is in a bit of a moral, well, black area, I suppose. It's for a good cause, I think. The whole pay and blood thing was totally a metaphor, though. Lord Bedlam isn't about killing people. He does have that line. I made sure. After everyone files out of the main hall, we scatter to the far corners of the facility and start our workday. Today, that means I need to take a long walk to the south wing. It's not exactly a scenic hike. The sights are basically what you'd expect from a hidden underground fortress. Stone walls, metal doors, and no windows. Still, it's nice to move about a little, considering my assignment. When I arrive, I find said assignment exactly as I expected. The metal door I'm guarding is just like all the others, except it's labeled 1385, and has a retinal scanner and a keypad next to it. Also, as expected, Dave arrived before me and is standing at rigid attention. Judging by his ragged breathing, he ran all the way here.
How's the door doing, Dave?
All's quiet so far, luckily. You're 1 minute and 35 seconds late, you know. If you were 8 minutes and 26 seconds later, I'd have to mark it down.
Good thing I'm not.
Noted. I'll remember to teleport next time.
You can teleport?
If only.
Yep, but only once a week, and only if I have a breakfast burrito with mango habanero sauce in the morning. Think you could hook me up? You know, for the team.
I'm loving this Stan guy, I'm gonna be real. I know it's kind of an overhyped thing, the, like, sarcastic main character, but I'm kind of fucking with it. For the kind of medium we've got, I'm kind of fucking with it. Anyway. Stream, are you okay? Sorry, I just watched everything go red for a second. I was really scared.
Well, gosh, Stan, that's outside of our team's budget. But if it will keep you on schedule, then by golly, I'll see what I can do.
Oh my god. It would be so funny if he actually got us that burrito.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, and it helps if I get the one with the green packaging. You know, the one with the cactus mascot that wears the little sombrero.
I'll see what I can do. I've got to go check on the new guy first, though. What was his name again?
Not sure, but he insists on calling himself Sith Player. He's taking this whole henchman thing very seriously.
Well, of course he is. It's serious work, Stan. So be sure to stay vigilant and keep an eye on that door, buddy.
You got it, boss. That's me. Super vigilant. But not vigilante vigilant, like villainously vigilant.
I'm not sure how much of that Dave heard, since he's already halfway down the hall on his way to check on the rest of our squad. But he gives me a thumbs up as he turns the corner, leaving me and door 1385 to ourselves. And so my day of standing in an empty hallway begins. Seriously, on Tuesdays that's pretty much all I do. Since it's level 4 clearance, almost no one ever uses the door. Oh, I guess I should explain. Level 4 clearance means that basically only Lord Bedlam, or specifically approved henchmen, have access. In this case, it's a handful of engineers and they rarely show up. Whatever is in there is apparently very important, but doesn't get a whole lot of love. Doesn't make sense to me, but I'm not paid to understand it. I'm paid to stand here, doing nothing. Yippee. You might think I'm living life, getting paid to stand around, but it does come with one problem. Boredom. Mind-numbing, agonizing boredom. So when Dave drops by to do his rounds, I find myself trying to start a conversation. It doesn't always work, and sometimes I regret it. Still, I feel like if I don't at least try to make my brain function just a little, it'll shut down on me one day.
Hey there, buddy. How's your day going? All your tasks on schedule?
Yup, still standing here.
Hold on, let me check. Yep, door's still there. So my sole task of standing beside it and waiting for someone to actually use it remains right on track.
Well, that's just swell. You're always on the ball, Stan. Was there anything I can do to help you out? Maybe get the facility crew down here to give that door the old spit shine.
I think the door's shiny enough for now. But do you mind if I ask you something? Non-work related, I mean.
Sure thing, buddy. Daily chats with the team are an important part of being a squad supervisor, after all. What's on your mind?
What is on my mind? Sure, game night.
So I know it's a few days away, but are you excited for game night this Friday?
You bet! Playing games together is a great team-building exercise. I read that online. What game are we playing this week?
Well, for me, this is Spells and Swords Week. I run a campaign with a squad every other game night, remember?
Ooh. Stan lore drop, D&D player, slay.
Ooh, sounds fun. Can I join?
No. Ah, crap, why'd I tell him that? Of course he was going to invite himself. Sure, technically he's asking, but he's also technically my superior. It's not like I can say no.
You sure? I thought Lord Bedlam and the squad supervisors were playing poker again.
Yeah, but I didn't do so well last time. I don't think poker's my game.
Don't feel too bad. Poker isn't anyone's thing when Lord Bedlam's playing.
What do you mean by that?
Dude.
Just that Lord Bedlam is very, very good at poker, as you'd expect from our brilliant leader.
Yeah, he is pretty good at things. But that's okay. I'll be playing spells and swords with you guys instead.
Fine. Damn, it was worth a shot at least. Oh well. I'll have to warn everyone else so they can be ready. Dave doesn't exactly grasp the whole in-character thing, so it takes special preparation. After the last session he played in, he ended up buying a gallon of chicken's blood to cure a curse that a witch had put on his half-elf bard. Still not sure if he was planning to drink it or bathe in it.
What kind of character should I be this time? Oh, how about a squad supervisor? Is that a class?
No. What should we suggest he play? So he was a bard last time. Having your healer be someone who doesn't know the game very well, bad move. I almost want to tell him to play a ranger. Yeah, ranger.
How about a ranger? You grew up on a farm, right? That seems right up your alley.
So rangers are farmers in this game? This seems a little strange. Why wouldn't rangers be rangers?
No, I just figured they were kind of related. You know, rangers are out there in the wild, raising animals, that sort of thing.
I do like animals. My gramps always said I had a gift with them.
That's kind of sweet. Did you have many pets?
Sorry, making sure the stream doesn't die. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. It's just constantly red. Oh. Okay. Okay, we're back. It's green again. We're safe.
Not pets exactly, but we had a lot of chickens. I was real good at butchering them. Best he ever saw, Gramps told me.
How does game night always loop back to chicken carnage with this guy? How? Well, on the plus side, I think I'm starting to understand how Dave ended up working for a supervillain.
Great. Well, just don't try to butcher your animals in the game, okay? They're useful.
Gotcha. Thanks for the tip, buddy. Anything else I need to know about ranging?
Not really. Usually you use a bow and just, I don't know, range. Range your heart out, man.
Roger that. Ooh, I can't wait. I'd better start practicing my animal calls.
You know animal calls?
Mostly just ducks. But we'll find ducks in the game sometime, right?
Sure.
Yep. Ducks and dragons. Duck dragons, maybe.
I'm down for duck dragons.
Oh, wow, sounds exciting. Can't wait.
Sometimes these conversations go better. Sometimes they go worse. Luckily, they all eventually end, and Dave leaves to check in with another member of the squad. After that, it's another long, eventless stretch of waiting in silence before I'm eventually relieved for lunch, and I head to the cafeteria. The cafeteria isn't much different from what you might find in a high school. or a prison. It really depends on your perspective, I guess. There are long, stained tables with uncomfortable plastic benches attached, a tile floor that is probably what a grizzled war veteran would look like in floor form, and a faint smell of mold and hopelessness. Most of Lord Bedlam's fortress is in much better shape, so it's strange to find the cafeteria so banged up, right? Wrong. See, Lord Bedlam may be a head honcho, the head honcho everywhere else, but this place has its own Dark Master. History teaches us that whoever controls the food supply gains incredible leverage. The lord of this terrible domain learned that lesson as well. So long as Lord Bedlam gets his tuna melt, this depot has absolute autonomy. Janitors, maintenance, engineering, none can defy his will. Not here in the heart of his kingdom. So rose Antonio Giamatti, master of the cafeteria and my stomach's personal tormentor.
Next! Hey, talking to you, pal!
Oh, sorry. What's on the menu today, Chef Antonio?
We got bologna casserole, bologna hot dish, and bologna surprise.
Baloney. For a month. Baloney. That train we hijacked last month must have had 5 cars full of the stuff, because we haven't seen another meat since. I glanced down at my options. I only see 2. Though they're each labeled as hot dish and casserole, they look exactly the same. Cheeky bastard. Maybe the surprise is different. I don't trust the surprise
I'll
anything.
have the bologna hot casserole. I mean the bologna casserole dish.
Huh? You making a joke? You think you're some kind of wise guy, huh?
No, it was just... well, they look so alike that...
Oh, they look alike? Well, stop the freaking presses! Get a load of this guy! He can taste food with his freaking eyeballs! For your information, there's a distinct difference in flavor between bologna hot dish and bologna casserole.
Distinct difference. Got it.
But if you can't appreciate it, then I guess you won't mind not having any.
God damn it.
No, I appreciate it. I really do. I just admire how you got 2 so distinctly different dishes to look even a little similar. It's remarkable.
You're goddamn right. Now get the hell out of my line.
I breathe a sigh of release as I head to my usual table. Yet somewhere in my heart of hearts, I know that this is not over. One day, the lunchman's true vengeance will come.
Next! Come on, Oberon, get a move on! I know they got lines in England. Don't you pretend you don't know how it works because you call it a cubery-doo or something. Come on!
I'd tell you what my day was like after lunch, but honestly, it wasn't any more exciting than the first half of it. I stood by a door some more, had a few more awkward conversations with Dave, and clocked out. The only thing I did differently today was take advantage of my personal food stash for dinner. It's running low, only a few protein bars and ramen packets left, but better to tap into that than face Antonio again. So yeah, it's like I said. Other than my apparent rivalry with our lunchman, I live a pretty normal life most days. Sleep, eat, work, repeat. Thrilling stuff. Of course, not every day is the same. We have different assignments each day of the week, for one thing, and every now and then, we have what Lord Bedlam calls an operation. In other words, supervillainy. As it happens, this Wednesday is an operation day. Issue 2, Operation Day. Oh, what do these posters say? We've got For me, villainy. For me, I don't. Is that supposed to be like villainy is for me and I am for villainy? I think that's the message. Sonic Starship. Winners always cheat. And, let's see. Cracked. Richardson State University. Cracked diploma. Operation days begin the same as any other day. I mean, they kind of have to. Can't do much when I'm asleep, and I don't want to smell like shit, so that means heading to the locker room like usual. There is an intangible difference when you're getting ready for an operation instead of a normal workday. I'll say that. The locker room has an air of tension to it, in addition to the usual odor. People are giving each other nervous glances or cracking bad jokes to calm their nerves. I mean, it's not like anyone expects to die or anything. Superheroes don't kill. One of the perks of being on this side of it. Still, getting hit in the head enough times has its consequences, as Mace found out. Or the legs, if you ask John Kess. So, I mean, we have every right to be nervous. Shit, I know I am. Not Dave, though. He's actually excited about this whole thing. I know, big shock. Just blew your mind.
Morning, buddy. You know what today is?
Operation Day? Yeah. Also, I'm dipping into the red again. I don't like that. Oh, shit, that's really low. Oh, that's really bad. Please, you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you, OBS. Please. You can do it. I believe in you. OBS, please. Please don't fail on me, OBS. Not right now. There we go. Now it's green. God, stop scaring me.
Yeah, it's,
Operation Day! Oh boy, I'm so excited. I've got that tingly feeling in my bones.
well, that's more than I needed to know.
Aren't you excited too? I hear this is a big one.
How big are we talking? Sometimes I wonder if Dave makes these little slips on purpose just to screw with me. I'm not sure if that's better than them being Freudian.
Oh yeah, you know me. My excitement levels are like at full friggin' capacity. We're bombed by masked millionaires with messiah complexes.
Oh, I don't think any superheroes will be there this time. I heard this is something totally different. They'll never expect it.
I'm pretty sure he's said something like that every time. If Dave were a weatherman, every day would be sunny.
Well, just in case they do expect it, I'd better make sure I have time to stretch. See you in the main hall.
As an aside, if you're thinking of starting a career as a henchman for some insane reason, never forget to stretch. You'd think this would be obvious, but tons of people totally skip it. Trust me, the last thing you want to do is pull a hammy while running from some caped Adonis type, because they will not miss an opportunity to look cool. They'll uppercut you into orbit and strike a pose regardless. That happened to one of my buddies, Mordecai. Fun enough guy to watch a basketball game with, but not quite as funny as he thought he was. He kept trying to call himself Mordecai the Henchman, but it never took. In hindsight, he was a bit of a schmuck. Of course, this stretching stuff goes both ways. We once got away from Red Phantom totally unscathed because his calf cramped during his big entrance. Bonus lesson, don't jump through a window if you don't have to. After freshening up and getting my stretch on, I head to the main hall. Before I even get there, I hear the hum of the jet helicopter things powering up. I think we call those Bedlam copters, but I hope I'm wrong. Shit, I think I'm actually a little late, because Lord Bedlam has already arrived at his podium. Not that I've missed much. Lord Bedlam likes to give a motivational speech before operations, and well...
The shadowy masters who control our society are growing nervous, my comrades! With their hold on the artisanal baloney industry shattered, they see the writing on the wall! And that writing says they are the ones who are ruining the weekend for everyone! Not the righteous masses who just want the orc barbarians to stop wearing jeans!
Yeah, you get the picture. We don't actually get briefed on the details of these things. Only Lord Bedlam and a handful of his top ass kissers know what's going on. Need to know basis, I guess.
I know that each and every one of you are dedicated to our noble cause, and that you will follow both my own orders as well as your captain's without question. Seriously, no questions, no chit-chat, and no scuttlebutt. If you're all being a bunch of chatty Cathy gossip queens, then it makes us look bad, and we need to look our best today.
What? Who are we impressing? The rent-a-cops at whatever place we're sticking up certainly won't care. Besides, how professional can we look in purple spandex?
Now go forth, my comrades, and let loose the hounds of our endless parade of glory!
Woo, yay. I don't think Lord Bedlam writes these speeches down. If he does, he certainly doesn't have an editor. Anyone who shares my feelings on Lord Bedlam's eloquence certainly isn't letting it show, though, and I follow suit. I can't bring myself to cheer wildly like Dave, but I can dutifully fall in step with him as we head to our proverbial chariot. As we file into one of the Bedlam copters, I can hear the roof opening for us with a groan.
Oh, this is it! You ready, buddy?
Don't tell me
Only if
that.
you stop calling me buddy for the day. Just keep it professional, alright? You're my supervisor, man.
Oh, okay, you got it! Fellow Bedlamites?
Okay, that's actually worse. As we strap into our seats, the engines roar to life, and like that, we're off. Wherever we're going, it's further away than usual. This flight is getting kind of long, and I'm not the only one that realizes it either. Some of the guys have been exchanging confused looks. Eventually, though, the pilot makes an announcement.
All right, meat shields, put on your makeup and hold on to your eyeballs because we're in the pipe and going in hot.
What?
Actually, we're third in line in, so we're in a holding pattern for a bit. Then we're balls to the wall with foils locked and guns blazing. Woo!
This would go a lot smoother if you actually briefed us. I'm pretty sure these things don't have any guns. I'm also pretty sure that we trained most of our pilots with video games and film clips, since we don't have any actual flight simulators. Yet through some miracle, we don't crash during our descent and move to join the henchmen that are already on the ground. Oh, damn. Sorry, dying. Damn. Sliding down one of the Bedlam copter's rappel cables sends me through a hole in the roof of whatever building we were hovering over and lands me in some kind of tech office. At least it was an office. Our hole in the roof isn't the only one. There are at least 3 that I count, one for each Bedlam copter, I guess, and a few smaller holes in the walls that are probably from weapons fire. A lot of equipment has been wrecked, but what's left looks impressive. This is definitely fancier stuff than we usually appropriate. Can't figure out what it is though. Robotics? App development? I'm not sure. Most of the other henchmen seem to have moved on, but half a dozen stand guard over the few scientists that have been rounded up. Another whole squad stands in the middle of the room, with Lord Bedlam at their head.
Excellent! Reinforcements! You lot!
He points towards my squad. Damn it, I know what's next.
You shall remain here as a rear guard! The rest of you, with me!
No problem, Lord Bedlam. You heard him, squad! We're the rear guard, and the rest are going with him! That last part isn't really relevant to us, but I just wanted to make sure you heard.
Thanks, Dave. There's a cheer from the other squads as they rush to join the others as they follow Lord Bedlam through a nearby door and out of sight. The rest of us aren't cheering. Here's the thing about being a rear guard. You're guarding the entrance and exit, right? So while your job is pretty much uneventful if nothing goes wrong, you're also the first in line of defense against outside interference. You follow me? If a superhero shows up, we're the runs they'll run into first. Or run over, to be more accurate.
Oh boy, the rear guard! What an honor! Gosh, how long has it been since we've been selected for that?
Not long enough.
Last year, I think. Some lady with wings broke your clavicle.
Oh, right! I sacrificed my body for the glory of Lord Bedlam.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, buddy. He sacrificed his body so we could rob a smartwatch factory. Not even the good ones. Just some cheap knockoffs. Looked like they came with a kid's meal.
Hopefully Lord Bedlam's glory will come sacrifice-free this time.
But if it doesn't, we'll be ready! Right, team?
Right, sir.
Sure.
We take up position next to a window on the opposite side of the room as Let me try that again. We take up a position next to a window on the opposite side of the room as the captive scientists. I want to be as far away from them as possible. Sure, we'll let them go when we leave, but that's the one thing we do that really bugs me. Stealing is, whatever. It's just stuff. But taking hostages, that can't be a fun thing to go through. I pull my stun baton from my belt and start messing with it to take my mind off the scientists. Plus, I need to make sure it works. Sometimes these things short out, and I have a feeling I'll need it. This place is big time. It's just got that feel. That means we're going to attract attention. And that means... Suddenly, something explodes through the wall to my right. Dave and I are flung forward and tumble to the floor. As quickly as I can, I scramble to my feet, grasping my baton. However, as I turn to face the source of the explosion, my jaw drops. A superhero showing up isn't a surprise, but that's Shining Nova. Shining goddamn Nova! As in, the person that took down the Skull Syndicate and went toe-to-toe with Dr. Calamity's Supreme Ultra Deathbot. Shit. We are so screwed. We are completely screwed.
Time's a factor here, so I'm only gonna say this once. There's no way you can beat me. That means you can either give yourselves up or get your asses kicked. Your call. I can't make it for you.
I really considered just giving up this time around, but I should have known better. By taking any time to think at all, I've given Dave a vast edge in reaction time.
For Lord Bedlam! Charge!
Dave and most of the other henchmen charge wildly. Some raise their stun batons, others fire with their beam weapons. It goes about as well as you'd expect. What henchmen that are left seem to be fleeing. The ones that are further away than me, at least. I'm maybe 5 meters from Shining Nova, and he is staring right at me. Oh god, he's staring right at me.
Hey.
What's up?
Dive for cover. Desperately, I leap to the left just as Shining Nova raises a hand and lets loose a blast of energy. I can feel it whiz by me as I come crashing down behind a desk. Unfortunately, an ordinary desk won't do much good, and even as I try to crawl to my feet, I'm knocked down again as a second blast blows the desk to splinters. As I peel myself off the floor, I see a pair of metal feet and stop in my tracks. Looking up, I find Shining Nova standing directly over me, with arm's length.
Aw, don't go. We're just getting to know each other.
Not really, but... Looking at Nova's armor this close, I notice something. Armor can't completely cover the wearer's joints. There are little gaps that give way to some lighter, more flexible material. It makes sense. How else could Shining Nova even move? Maybe I could work with that. Or I could always try for the classic. No, the crotch is protected, idiot. Target the knee, obviously. Desperately, I grasp my baton and thrust it towards the crease in Shining Nova's knee armor. Being so low to the ground already, it's not far. Maybe, just maybe.
What the?
Somehow, miraculously, I jam the baton in the crease before Shining Nova can react. Nova tries to move the leg on instinct, but the baton keeps it from bending. Now's my chance. With Nova confused, I lunge for the other leg and wrap my arms around it. My grip secure, I start to stand up, taking the leg with me. Shining Nova isn't that big, at least a head shorter than Miss Dynamo. With the other leg hindered and this one in my grasp, I may be able to tip Nova over and...
Hands off!
Oh shit. So, turns out Shining Nova has arms too. Arms with elbows that can be driven into my back and hands that can grab my uniform and throw me across the room. That little oversight left me trying to crawl to my feet for like the 3rd time in less than a minute, but no big deal. Minor detail.
Alright, tough guy. I admit, I'm a little impressed. I can't think of the last time one of you cannon fodder goons even slowed me down.
Ooh, Shining Nova's impressed.
Guess I should ask for a raise.
A raise. So you're one of those mercenary types.
If only.
More like unemployed with a lot of debt types.
And so you decided this was a worthwhile career move?
See, we're chatting, we're good, we're chill.
Hey, beggars can't be choosers, right?
This is one of the least confrontational conversations I've ever had with a superhero, but it won't last much longer. Not if Nova's aggressive stance is any indication. I've done pretty well so far. Maybe I can stretch my luck just a little further. I glance around looking for a solution. As I look around, I realize just where I've landed. A few yards to my right are the engineers that Lord Bedlam took as captives. And not far to my left is a door leading further into the facility. They're still tied up, so they can't escape. Maybe that's why Nova isn't rushing to finish me off. Fear for their safety. To be honest, I have the exact same fear. This is just a job. I don't want to hurt these people. Then again, Nova doesn't know that. Maybe I could bluff my way out of this. Or should I just make a break for the door and hope for the best? Thank fuck we have time to choose and it's not gonna be like you're standing for too long, bang. It'd be so... because I am so indecisive. Okay. So also this is kind of a thing of like, who do we want to date? Because, I mean, your dating options, I don't know all the characters that are available, but you kind of know who they are whenever it goes like, this character's opinion of you has changed. And so, viable option. We don't know all our options yet. I kind of want to know all our options before we do much. I'm thinking way too hard into this. Oh shit. Stream dropped. Please? Pretend to threaten them. We'll stand our ground. Shining Nova's gonna hate me, but it's working. It will work. It will do the thing. The goal is stalling. We will stall. I grabbed my communicator from my belt. With its cylindrical shape and blinking red light, it could easily be confused for a small explosive.
Okay, enough playing around, hero. Back off or these hostages and I are headed to the same place. That's hell. 'Cause this is a bomb. I'm threatening them with a bomb.
You gotta sell it, dude. You gotta sell it.
No, you're not.
Excuse me?
Even if that was a bomb, which it's not, I don't think you'd set it off. This is just a job for you, right? You're not gonna die for it, and you definitely won't kill for it.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think you're a violent person at all.
You sure you're not making a few leaps in judgment there?
Positive. And like I said, that's not even a bomb. I scanned it. It's a radio of some kind.
Damn. Did not think about that.
Battery's running low, by the way. May I want to take care of that?
Oh. Thanks.
Defeated, I'd lower my arm and accept my fate.
Well, nice chatting with you.
Likewise, Mr. Henchman for hire. Okay, this is just a tranquilizer, so it won't hurt, but you're gonna feel pretty groggy when you come to.
A hatch pops open on the side of Nova's wrist, revealing a small dart gun.
Sweet dreams.
Even though being put to sleep is better than being knocked unconscious, in this case, it doesn't feel like I'm snoozing in my bed. Instead, it's a deep, dreamless slumber. 1 second, all I see is blackness, and then the next...
Onwards, my loyal compatriots! Onwards towards retreat!
Damn. I jolt upwards with a start. Was that Lord Bedlam? Did he say retreat? I look back and forth in confusion, trying to figure out what's happening. Lord Bedlam and a throng of battered henchmen appear to be making their way towards a hole in the wall, where one of the Bedlam copters has extended its ramp. I don't see the other two. Is it the only one left? Shit, I'd better hurry and get on it. I use some nearby debris to pull myself to my feet, pull the dirt from my neck, and then hobble towards the ramp as quickly as I can. As I get closer, I see someone waving from inside.
Hey, Stan, you're alive!
You thought I died?
Well, you kinda looked like it.
And you didn't check? Never mind. Let's just get the hell out of here.
I start to drag my groggy carcass towards the Bedlam copter, but it's slow going on my own. Still, I've got a good shot of making it. At least, it looks that way until a familiar black and blue blur falls through one of the holes in the ceiling, takes one look at me, and grins.
Hey there, sunshine. Gotta say, I didn't expect to see your raggedy-ass outfit here when I got the call. A data science facility's one hell of a step up from a pet store. But you're not too much of a big shot to leave without saying hi now, are ya? After all, we're old pals, ain't we?
Not really. But I'm surprised you're remembering individual henchmen. Unless you're talking to Bedlam. Shit, you might just be talking to Bedlam.
Oh, you know me. I'm not big on long goodbyes. So awkward.
For sure. It's super awkward. But if you just ghost on out of a party like that, a girl might take offense. And I turn into a real bitch when I'm offended.
Definitely no offense intended. I'm just tired is all. Long day, got hit with an elephant tranquilizer. You know how it is. Think I'm gonna turn in early, watch some web flicks in bed, and maybe grab a pint of ice cream.
Honestly, that sounds so great right now.
Not before you've had the chance to dance. Normally, I'm not one to pick up Nova's scraps, but we had so much fun last time that I've gotta insist.
Okay, but at least let me change the music first. I can't keep tempo with all these alarms.
Nah, it's easy. I'll lead, you follow. Now come on, Sunshine. Let's kick this party up a notch.
Miss Dynamo is maybe 10 meters away, but I know that distance won't mean much to someone with that kind of strength and speed. Even if I wasn't still hungover from Shining Nova's tranquilizer, my odds of getting out of the way aren't good. Dynamo knows it too. She takes her time sizing me up and settling into her stance. As Dynamo's muscles coil, I reach for my baton and desperately try to think of an angle. This is going to be even worse than the trash incident if I can't... Right now, I'm as dangerous as a pillow covered in bubble wrap. I don't get much of a chance. As soon as I brandish my weapon, Miss Dynamo bursts forward. I guess she figured giving me the first strike last time was charity enough. I wince, bracing for the pain. But it never comes. Ooh! Ooh! Stream, please. Stream is deep in the red. I'm gonna give it a second. Alright, you can do it, OBS. I believe in you. Please. You can do it, OBS. I'm begging you. It's okay, OBS. I believe in you. But anyway, I know this character, only vaguely. She was in the promos as one of the villain hotties that you can potentially date. Come on, OBS. You do not want to see how many frames I've dropped right now. We're just giving it a second, because... Had so many dropped frames. So many. Oh no, please no. Okay, we'll keep going. We'll just tread lightly. Instead, Dynamo's fist collides with a glowing red energy sword, held by an unfamiliar woman in a red and black catsuit. The blow is so strong that the weapon pulses, and I can feel the ground shake. Even so, the mystery woman barely gives any ground. She angles the energy blade to turn it into more of a glancing blow, and steps back to ready herself. But it still looks effortless.
Tisk tisk. These aren't your toys to break anymore, child.
Ooh.
Scorpion, what are you doing here?
I just told you. These are my playthings now. If you can't play nice, then I'll have to take them away. You never pay attention, do you? Not even the slightest bit. Don't you ever tire of it? The ignorance?
Shut up!
Okay. We're gonna pause. I'm losing too many frames. There's dialogue going on, and I don't think it's coming through on the stream. I don't know if I'm coming through on the stream. Hold up. You can do it, OBS. I believe in you. The stream is still playing. The stream is technically still playing, but I have dropped pretty. This is why I don't do long streams. It's not even that long either. This is definitely longer than I wanted it to be. Last night's stream was literally only like an hour. Maybe I should have done late night jives. But I am excited to at least get started with this. It'll encourage me to do more later. But yeah. Miss Dynamo violently breaks the headlock and leaps back. The woman in the catsuit, Scorpion, does the same, but somehow more gracefully. Holy shit, where did she even come from? She was so fast that I barely saw it. Since when did we have a ringer? I stare, dumbfounded, momentarily forgetting about escaping. It's not often you see something like this when you work for a guy like Lord Bedlam. A victory for us usually means a distraction or an escape. But this Scorpion lady is going toe-to-toe with a powerhouse like Miss Dynamo. And God help me, it seems like she could actually win.
Temper, temper, child.
Stop calling me that!
But you are. Listen to yourself. If you're not careful, you'll have another tantrum. And then who will have to clean up your mess this time?
The frames are dropping so bad, and I don't know what to do about it. Like, nothing much is even going on. I don't think there's anything I can even do in settings that would help me right now, which is really, really sad. But I'm losing so many frames. And because of how many frames I'm losing, I think we are going to make sure we end this chapter and then call it.
Oh, it won't be you. Don't worry. Nah, you're gonna be the mess. What's left of you, anyway.
Promises, promises. Always promises with you. Never once delivered.
Beyond a grunt of frustration, Dynamo's retort this time is physical, and she rushes right at Scorpion, who follows suit, sword whirring. Looks like that first move was no fluke. Dynamo's dishing out most of the offense, but none of it's connecting. What Scorpion can avoid outright, she's redirecting with her sword. It's like watching a dance, but fast forwarded to 5 times normal speed and with a high chance of broken bones or dismemberment. So, as astonishing as it looks, I would take this chance to get the hell out of here.
Dan, come on, they're closing the doors!
What? Tell them to wait!
I can't. The pilot isn't in my squad, so I don't have the authorization. Sorry, buddy. Remember to lift your knees.
Dave, that's not gonna help right now.
God damn it.
I spin on my heel and sprint towards our getaway vehicle as fast as I can. Between the wooziness and the exhaustion, I'm not making the best time. Come on, not like this. You can't let your streak end by getting ditched. I stumble once, but quickly recover. Then a second time, and my arms flail about for a moment as I fight to keep my balance. Then a third time, and I collapse onto the ramp, just as it starts to raise. In a panic, I scramble forward on all fours, before at last stopping at Dave's feet in the middle of the passenger hold.
Wow, nice hustle! I don't think I've ever seen you move that fast, Dan. I'll have to find some tasks that take advantage of that speed when we get back. Awesome job out there.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Screw. Fine. Whatever. Thanks, I guess.
No problem, respected colleague. Always happy to help.
With an incoherent grumble, I move further into the plane, trying to find a spot to rest, and to get away from Dave before I say something I regret. Now that I'm inside the Bedlam copter, I find that it doesn't have much room to spare. It's definitely over capacity. I guess that's good. That means more than a third of us made it out. On the other hand, it means that almost 2/3 of us didn't. Geez, we've never had to leave so many people behind before. Kind of unreal, kind of surreal. Feels like I'm in a war movie. What the hell was this place? Miss Dynamo said something about data science, which would explain all the computers. So we were after information? Bedlam's modus operandi. It must have been important information too. Why else would not one, but 2 superheroes show up to stop us? Shining Nova alone would have been a big deal, but Miss Dynamo too? Dynamo is known to slum it a little for fun, as I found out during that pet store debacle, but I thought Nova was exclusively working on national level threats and crisis response now. Maybe it has something to do with that Scorpion woman. Never heard of her before, which is maybe the weirdest part of this whole thing. Someone like her should have gone viral at some point. Not sure what to make of it. Well, I hope whatever Lord Bedlam got from here was worth it. As I hear the engines roar to life and feel the vehicle ascend, I go over the day's events one more time. It's funny, despite everything else. It's the conversation I had with Shining Nova that gives me pause. It's hard to pin it down, but talking with Nova felt different than it did with Dynamo. If I met Dynamo out of uniform, she probably wouldn't give me a second glance, but Nova, I almost feel like we'd get along. I don't think you're a violent person at all. Strange thing to say, but maybe it's true. Since I'm a henchman and Shining Nova's a hero. Whether we get along or not, that means it's my job to get in Shining Nova's way, and Shining Nova's job to beat me up. That's not changing. Not anytime soon. I close my eyes and breathe a sigh of relief as I feel the Bedlam copter leave this place behind. Between the surprise guests and the sudden downsizing, this is one operation day I'll be happy to forget. Alright, going to save. Let's see, how many save slots do we have?